What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to be making custom chrome heart jeans. I'm going to put the inspo on the side so y'all can see what I'm about to do. So first thing y'all want to do is head to Safari and you want to type in chrome heart cross. Something different. So after you get to this page, you want to go to images and you want to find a picture or a black and white picture of the chrome heart cross. Make sure it's not blurry. You want to make sure it's as clear as possible. And this one is even better because it has a clear background already, so we don't have to remove the background. So next thing you want to do is you want to head into Cricut design space and you want to put your cross in the design space. Nobody else had a clue what I can do, what I can do. We're right around love, right around the truth, right around the dick, right around. So now that you got your picture inside the design space, what you want to do next is head to shapes and you want to import a square. Now what you want to do is you want to take that square and you want to click edit at the bottom and change the square to the size of your vinyl. I put 11.5 at first, then I went back to change it later on because I realized my vinyl is actually smaller than that, but it's okay. I still made it work. So now what you want to do is you want to take your cross and you want to bring it forward so your cross will be on top of the square. You're doing this because the square is basically a template for how much room you're going to take up on your vinyl. So now I am sizing it to how I want, and I'm just going to size them, and I'm going to do a couple of big ones and a couple of little ones because that's how I want my design. So you're basically just going to make sure those crosses stay inside that square because if they go outside the square, you will end up cutting outside your vinyl. So it's just very self-explanatory. I'm going to keep doing this until my square is filled up. So now that I've filled up my vinyl, I can now delete that square and just grab all of them and attach it so I know they will stay together and they will cut exactly like this. So now that they're all attached, you are ready to cut. So now I've moved on to my actual Cricut machine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to connect my phone to my Cricut machine. My Cricut name is Royalty. I had two Cricuts. That's why I have a Miss Emerald. She used to be green. That's a whole different story. But now that I've connected my phone to my Cricut, I can now get ready to cut. While this is loading, I am currently putting my vinyl on my mat. You see my crosses does not fit my whole mat because my vinyl does not fit my whole mat. So I am now going to load my vinyl or my mat with my vinyl on it to my Cricut, and I'm going to click the load button and it's going to start scanning and do what it needs to do. And now I'm going to click the start button and it's going to start cutting and doing what it needs to do. So now that it is finished cutting, we are going on to the weeding part. So now what I'm going to do is I'm of course going to take my vinyl off my mat. Y'all cannot see the cuts, but I can. Y'all see how it's shiny on this side? That's because that is plastic. Make sure when you put your vinyl on your mat that shiny side is down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at my vinyl and I'm going to start weeding, just cutting outside my design so I could just rip that excess vinyl off. Since the cut is so precise, when I rip the extra vinyl, my design will not come up. So as y'all can see, the chrome heart logo is not moving. It is not going nowhere, but I am also ripping that extra vinyl that I do not want it to be ironed down off. Prince Charming, disappointment I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down. So now you can see my actual design and how precise they are and how me ripping the extra vinyl off did not affect it at all. So now what I'm about to do, I'm going to take my bougie Cricut scissors, y'all love these scissors, and I am going to cut the design while making sure I do not cut another design, if you get what I'm saying, while also making sure that I have plastic on the outside of the cross so it will not melt once it is time to iron it down. So now that I have finished cutting them all out, you can see the difference between the back and the front on how the front is actually the black or whatever. So now I'm just going to set them out and I'm going to sort them because I have big ones and small ones. And I don't know why my pants were flipped out to the bottom, but I'm not doing it on the back. So now I'm just checking my iron to make sure it's hot because, of course, you're going to have to iron your designs on. So now it is time to place the crosses or whatever into a pattern that I want. So I kind of had a picture in mind, well, not a picture, but an idea in mind on how I kind of wanted it. I did not want my crosses to be symmetrical, so I did not want them to look the same on each pants leg. So I did leave a different amount of crosses for each leg. I believe this side had like 3 and the other one had like 4. So now I'm just setting them out into how I wanted them. So now it is time to iron them on, and I'm going to iron one at a time because you can't iron 2, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it. So I'm going to take my butcher paper, which is basically like a thick parchment paper, and I'm going to set it on top so my iron does not melt that plastic, and I'm just going to move it around so my vinyl can stick to my pants. So this is something you do want to watch out for. Y'all cannot see it, but I did have to go back and iron it again because you do not want your vinyl coming up when you peel the plastic. When you peel that plastic, you want to make sure your vinyl design is on the pants. So I'm going back over it with my iron. So now that I have got it securely on there, I'm going to go back over with my butcher paper and my iron just for that extra security and that good conscience that is on there securely. So now I'm going to be repeating the exact same thing with the other crosses.
I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love. It took a lot of hardship just to learn how not to break down and stop it. No matter what I've seen in the past, I won't let it impact how we grow now, baby. I can't let it slip away, drift away.
So y'all, I finished the jeans and they are so cute. Don't mind how bow-legged I am, but I paired them with my dunks, which I probably will be wearing on the first day of school. Watch out for that vlog. These are so cute. If y'all do want me to make y'all some, just hit me up on Instagram and we can figure out the assortments or whatever. I feel like they came out super cute and I really like them.